The Last Kite of Summer. Lena, a quiet and thoughtful 11-year-old girl, lived in a small village surrounded by endless fields and rolling hills. Her favorite spot was an open meadow behind her house, where the wind always danced freely, making it the perfect place to fly kites. Every summer, Lena and her best friend, Ravi, would spend their afternoons crafting colorful kites and letting them soar high into the sky. This year, however, summer felt different. Ravi's family had moved to the city, and Lena found herself flying kites alone. Though the meadow was as vibrant as ever, Lena's heart felt heavy with loneliness. She kept the last kite she and Ravi made together, bright orange with a tail of green ribbons, hanging on her bedroom wall. It reminded her of their friendship and the laughter they had shared. One breezy afternoon, as Lena sat in the meadow with her kite in hand, she noticed an old man sitting on a nearby bench. He was dressed in a faded blue shirt and a floppy hat, his hands weathered with age. He was gazing at the sky with a wistful expression. Curious, Lena approached him. "Hello," she said shyly. "Do you like kites?" The old man smiled. "I used to love them when I was your age. Back then, my brother and I would spend hours flying them. We even made a game out of it, who could keep their kite in the air the longest. But that was a long time ago." Lena hesitated for a moment before asking, "Would you like to fly a kite with me?" The old man chuckled softly. "I haven't flown a kite in decades. I might be a little rusty." "That's okay," Lena said, handing him the spool of string. "I'll teach you." Together, they unfurled the orange kite. The wind caught it almost immediately, lifting it into the air. The old man's eyes lit up as he held the spool, guiding the kite higher and higher. Lena laughed as the kite twirled and dipped, painting patterns against the blue sky. As they flew the kite, the old man shared stories of his childhood, of his brother, their adventures, and the joy they found in simple things like kites and sunny afternoons. Lena listened intently, feeling a warmth she hadn't felt in weeks. When the sun began to dip below the horizon, painting the sky in shades of gold and pink, the old man turned to Lena. "Thank you for reminding me how much joy a kite can bring," he said. "Sometimes, we forget the little things that make life beautiful." Lena smiled. "And thank you for sharing your stories. It made flying the kite even more special." The old man nodded, his eyes misty. "Keep flying kites, Lena. They're like little messengers of hope, always reaching for the sky." The next day, Lena returned to the meadow, but the old man was gone. On the bench where he had sat, she found a small, hand-carved wooden spool with a note attached. The note read, "For Lena, who reminded me to fly again. Keep reaching for the sky." Lena held the spool tightly, her heart full. From that day on, she flew her kites with renewed joy, knowing she wasn't truly alone. The meadow became a place of memories and hope, where the wind carried her dreams as high as the kites she loved so much. Moral of the story is, sometimes, a simple act of kindness can connect generations and rekindle forgotten joys. In sharing with others, we find ourselves